barrels was good, the spiders were good, Smaug was fun. It was great.
And you guys seem like a really tight-knit cast.
We are, yeah. We're very lucky in that, once we all got together, we bonded and we stayed bonded. And I'm very proud to say there was never any falling out, there was never any rows, there was never any fights. Which for a group of largely men, for getting on for 2 years, that's saying something quite good, I think.
Yeah, and how was it with Evangeline really in the mix?
We bullied her. She kind of came along and ruined it because it was a sort of manly band of brothers, and then she came along and insisted on being all, girly and all that, and so we sort of ostracised her as far as possible until we were told off by Peter Jackson for bullying a woman, I believe it's called. No, I know, but I didn't even see it as mean. I saw it as our duty to a certain extent, just to make her really work for it.
Nothing could be farther from the truth. The boys treated me like a gosh darn princess. They flirted with me, they doted on me, they were chivalrous to me. I was in heaven. I was surrounded by gorgeous, charming men every day for a year. It was wonderful.
Oh, it's so exciting, I think that what Pete's done with these films is create kind of an event. They become like an event movie, and it's amazing to be a part of that. He could say to me, jump Orlando, and I'd say how high. It was really like he gave me my opportunity when I first started out in this game, and it was wonderful to get back into it. It's such a great character in a great world, and I love it.
Look, it's been an amazing experience. I do a separate sort of performance than everybody else in the film because everyone's filming live action and I'm filming motion capture. So I never get to meet anybody until the red carpet. So, last year in Wellington, I met Richard Armitage and, all those guys for the first time. So this is where we all get together and see what Peter's done with his magic, But playing Azog is definitely a lonely experience in a motion capture studio with everyone pretending to be there. They're not really there, but it's a big challenge for me as an actor coming off Spartacus, where it was all about my body and all about me. Azog is about putting a performance into a giant orc, and that in itself is a big challenge. But I love it. I was wondering where I was going to go after Spartacus, and next thing it was Peter Jackson on the phone saying, "You want to play the penultimate, Tolkien villain?" And I was like, okay, that sounds like a challenge.
The song was written, I watched the film, I flew over to New Zealand about a month ago, and I watched the film and wrote and recorded the song that day off watching it and being inspired by things, and I kind of wrote it from the point of view of one of the dwarfs. But it's I've never written a song about something that isn't real. Every song that I've written has kind of happened to me, so having to write a song in that kind of vein was interesting.
It was slightly daunting, but also very, very exciting to be able to bring a literary figure to life and turn him into a real human being and put my stamp on Bard the Bowman. And he's a very interesting character. There's many, many layers to him that you slowly discover as the movie progresses. But yeah, that was the excitement I had when making the movie.
It's amazing to be here and bring the world premiere of the second movie to LA. We weren't in LA last year, so I feel really privileged to bring the film, and I can't wait to see the audience response. I actually spent a long time exploring the country. I did a lot of skiing actually in the North Island and the South Island, but the Rugby World Cup was on while we were there, so we went to see rugby matches, and New Zealand is such a great place. Wellington welcomed us with open arms, so it was just a great place to hang out.
But I'm more interested in just being in the audience and just sort of seeing the reaction to the film, to be honest. Having seen it myself, I know it's phenomenal. It's such a non-stop riot of action, and it just picks off immediately where we left it and carries helter-skelter to the end and leaves you hanging on a cliff edge going, come on, what's the third one going to do? It's great, it's really great. Well, motion capture was my favourite part of that, yeah. So I did motion capture for both the dragon and for the necromancer, so it's not just a voiceover job. And that was the part that I really threw myself into with gusto, and that helped sort of physicalise the voice and place him and understand what the physicality might be behind something as extraordinary as a fire-breathing, flying napalm bomb of destruction, which he is. And yeah, I really had a good time doing that. I'm working one-on-one with Peter and then with Fran and Philippa as well in the recording booth for the sound was just fantastic.
And you recently topped a Ben 50 Sexiest Men Alive. Yeah, you did. How do you feel about that?
Very flattered, I guess. I mean, because I've had the same face in this business for about 10, 11 years. I've been doing it, so I guess it's some kind of reflection of the work, it's some projection of the parts I played. So I'm flattered from that point of view. The rest of it, it'll age and crack and disappear, and it's all, I'm fine with that. But you know, I don't hold on to those things. It's very flattering for the meantime.